I'm a little disappointed that my sister, my nephew, my niece won't get to visit and family and everything, especially see me in retro. My niece was tested positive the 1.9 virus, so I'm gonna have to wait till either the end of this year or next year to see her. So yeah, hopefully she feels better and not the junior year out of the park. So let's get to it. Number one, it's the L.A.U.S.D approved cell phone ban. It has everything to do with kids being on the cell phones all the time, and anxiety, cyberbullying, mental health, and everything else. They want to go back to old school ways, education, learning something, not being on the cell phones all the time, interact with one another without, cell phones in their hand every 5 seconds. So ever since then, there's been the last thing I heard about it, it was about 6 other states, including Virginia, was following suit, banning cell phones on public schools overall. So who knows? It may work, it may not work. The only concern is what if there is going to be a school shooting? That's the only thing that people should be worrying about. Now, story number 2, GTA 5 story DLC. Nope. It was about fans were not happy the fact there was no Grand Theft Auto story DLC with the 5th installment of the game, like you saw with the Grand Theft Auto 4. I think there was at least 2 of them. I could be wrong. And they felt that they would have made a lot of money due to the fact that single player, you're looking at single player games in today's video games, it's making a ton of money, but the companies are looking at the online multiplayer and the battle royale and the battle pass and the season pass and the microtransactions and everything else. They're making boatload of money too, more so than single player DLC and stuff like that. And what I'm trying to say is the Grand Theft Auto fans, they would have loved to see a story DLC. That way it would have made more money, if not the same amount of money as the online multiplayer portion of it. So, story number 3, RedBox shutting down at the end of this year. I was surprised by that. I thought they would be around for not forever, but I thought they would be around for a significant amount of time, but I didn't expect it to just go away permanently. So now all you're going to have to do is either go on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or you go to the stores to buy a DVD. That's the only way you're going to be like, oh, I like this movie. Hey, I'm going to go get it, or watch it on cable TV. So yeah, I think that the second that they ditched video games, there's some people in their minds like it's just a matter of time before Redbox would go away. So I didn't know that, and plus, like I said, I didn't expect Redbox to go away permanently. So that's what's happening. Story number 4, Captain America: Brave New World mini thoughts. Okay, I like the trailer, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I want to see Anthony Mackie's character, the Falcon, Sam Wilson. I want him to get all the flowers, get all the praise. I want him to win at the end of the day. I am so tired of watching that dude be someone else's sidekick, to get tossed around, get beat up, someone that is significantly weaker than him. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z movies with Vegeta, where original Dragon Ball Z, oh, he's awesome. The backstory, the how they build him up and everything, turn into one of the greatest characters, from a villain to an anti-hero and stuff like that. But in the movies, he's nothing but a punchline. He can't survive in a fight no more than a minute, let alone 30 seconds. It is crazy. And that's how I feel when it comes to Sam Wilson, aka Falcon, aka the new Captain America. I just want to see that man win. And then you got a new character, or another iconic character, which is the Red Hulk. So we'll see how that plays out. I've always liked Captain America's movies, especially the first and the second and the third one. It's hard for me to say which one I like the most. I'm gonna have to watch those 3 movies and give y'all, my thoughts on that and rank them. So, and Call of Duty equals skill-based matchmaking since 2007. Now that's crazy. I thought it was in 2019 with the reboot. The fact that it's been in since the 2007's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, like I said, it's bananas. And I saw this article. It's from thegamer.com. Shout out to them. I'm gonna read a little bit. While many avid fans of Call of Duty's online multiplayer may assume that SBMM, or skill-based matchmaking, is a recent introduction to the fold, that's not the case. In fact, according to Activision, SBMM has been part of Call of Duty's multiplayer scene since 2007's original Modern Warfare. That means that nearly 2 decades, players have been experiencing SBMM, whether they knew it or not, or rather they like it or not. All this information comes VA, a 25-page extension white page, a report from Activision surrounding matchmaking in multiplayer. It's extremely transparent report that details a lot of the behind the scenes, what goes into Call of Duty's multiplayer, including why SBMM exists in the first place. If you're all that curious about the ins and outs of a large-scale endeavor like Call of Duty, well, it's well worth reading, and it could be found here, at least 2 of them. So I'll read it and probably talk a little bit about it next month if I get around to it. So it's always been, the connection-based matchmaking, and I heard about that reading the article from the Forbes. I did not expect that. So what do y'all think about that? Now, NFL. What do I think about that? I got the Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals, the Buffalo Bills, and the Jacksonville Jaguars as a division winners for the AFC. The wild cards, I have the LA Chargers, the Baltimore Ravens, and last but not least, Houston Texans, barely. And then the NFC, I got the 49ers, the Cowboys. I'm going to regret that later. I have who do I got? Oh, yeah, the Lions, and last but not least, oh man, the NFC South. Oh my goodness, that's a toss-up. I got the Buccaneers winning it again. So the NFC wild card, I have the Falcons, the Bears, and the Eagles. There you go. And last but not least, a very disturbing story. I don't want to spend too much time because I don't know how it's going to play, and YouTube is very sensitive nowadays. So I'm going to be very discreet what I'm about to say. Sonya Massey, those who don't know, she called the cops because she thought someone broke in her house, and she was talking to the 2 white police officers, and she went into the kitchen. Then all of a sudden things took a complete left turn, speaking Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, and all this other stuff, and had like a pot of boiling water on the stove, and had a mitten, both of them. Let's just say she got deleted by both of them. One of them had a history of misconduct and everything else. Been in 6 police precincts in the last 4 years, and he'd been in trouble with the law. I think he got honorable discharge. He got put out of the military for misconduct and all this other stuff. And plus, he has this strong animosity towards black people. So, yeah. And I saw one video, I can't remember who it was, and they were saying that they had proof, quote unquote, saying that Sonya Massey threw a boiling hot water at the officers, which I knew it wasn't true. I knew it was false. Come to find out, it was false. And I watched that video at least 3 times. I did not see her pick up the boiling water and threw at the officers. If she did, that would have been an entirely different story altogether. These conspiracy theories, man, y'all gotta stop. Y'all do this for attention. You do this for money. Get a life. Get a damn hobby. Rest in paradise to that woman. She didn't deserve to lose her life, and I feel bad for her family and friends and people who knew her best. So, do I think the officer will be found guilty and get sentenced to life in prison? I'll believe it when I see it. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. What's your thoughts on these topics? Salute. I'm out. Have a blessed day.